Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you sorry, apologies for the slight delay. We just had a minor technical issue, but I think we're live right now. We just want to make sure that the audio is working properly. So maybe if you can just send a message on the chat, confirming that you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, great. Seems everybody is saying that the audio is working. Okay, it's wonderful having all of you online, and we would like to welcome you to this live webinar. It is really wonderful how through technology we are able to reach out to so many people. So to give you a bit of a context, my name is Maya. I'm a full-time volunteer with Isha Foundation. Isha Foundation is an entirely volunteer-run nonprofit organization, whose mission is to cultivate human potential and provide technologies of well-being for every individual to experience their peak of their potential. Through powerful yoga programs for inner transformation and large-scale projects for the society and the environment, Isha Foundation has created a global movement that is the basis for harmony and progress. Isha Foundation was founded by Sadhguru, who is a yogi, a mystic, a visionary, a foremost authority on yoga. And the most important aspect of what Sadhguru is offering is that he's transmitting very powerful tools of well-being for every individual to take their life in their own hands and to engineer themselves the way they want it. Everything that happens within Isha Foundation is happening through Sadhguru's vision, and even whatever we are going to speak about inner engineering has only come out of him. Inner engineering programs are entirely designed by Sadhguru. To come to inner engineering, what is this inner engineering all about? And first of all, why is it needed? Today, we have done a lot of engineering to the outside world. And the whole purpose of engineering the world around us is to create situations and atmospheres the way we want it, the way it is comfortable and convenient for us. Especially in the last 100 years, we have done a tremendous amount of engineering to the world outside, to the point where the very face of the planet has changed dramatically. Today, we have comforts and conveniences that we couldn't have imagined just a few decades ago. 100 years ago, what kings and queens dreamt of having today is available to common people in the world. So all this external engineering has definitely brought a lot of comforts and convenience to us in every way. Physically, never before has any other generation known these kinds of comforts and conveniences. You are the most comfortable generation ever. Yes or no? Aren't we the most comfortable generation ever on this planet? Please look at it. Never before has anyone known the kinds of things that we have at our fingertips today. If you look at the planet, everything on the face of the planet has dramatically changed. Yes? Aren't we the most comfortable generation ever on this planet? Everything has dramatically changed. Even though we are the most comfortable, definitely we cannot claim to be the most peaceful, joyful, loving, or anything like that. Definitely not the happiest generation on this planet. Are we? Please feel free to comment in the comment section. In spite of all the comforts and conveniences that we have today, being the most, at least physically, the most comfortable generation ever on this planet, can we say that we are the most peaceful, joyful, or loving? Yes or no? Definitely not the happiest generation on this planet. We cannot say that. So all this external engineering, although so much comfort has come out of it, in terms of life, it doesn't seem to have worked. Now, everything that you do, whether you are trying to make money, build your career, build a family, or fulfill your aspirations and ambitions, or you go to the bar, or you go to the temple, or you want to go to heaven. Why are you doing all these things? It's a question, okay? Please feel free to answer in the comment section. I want you to look at it. Why are you doing all these things? So many things we are doing, isn't it? Yes. Why are we doing everything that we are doing in our life? Looking at the comments, for our well-being. What do you mean by our well-being in terms of your inner experience? Yes. Please, everybody, you can comment in the section. Someone is saying limited by our 5 senses. That is different. I'm not saying whether you're limited or not by your 5 senses. I am asking everything you're doing out of it. What are you trying to get out of it? And I'm not only talking about the big things. Every simple thing that you're doing in your life. Today, why do you want to read a book? Tonight, why do you want to go and party? Everything that you're doing in your life, what are you trying to get out of it? To be happy, happiness. Okay. I'm trying to make my family happy. Making your family happy, does it make you happy also? Yes. See, everything that you're doing in your life, is it an attempt to be happy, yes or no? Maybe you just want to earn a few dollars a day, or maybe you want to rule the entire world. But everything that you're doing in your life, is it in pursuit of happiness, yes or no? Whether happiness is coming out of it at the end of the day, I am not asking about that. But isn't all human endeavor on the planet in pursuit of happiness, yes or no? Yes. See, we have done, somebody is saying yes to be happy, but we fail. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying whether happiness is coming out of it or not, that is different. But everything that you're doing in your life, fundamentally, is it in pursuit of happiness? Yes, it is in pursuit of happiness that everything on the planet is happening. All human activity. Yes or no? Every activity that you do, is it not in pursuit of happiness? We have done too much, but still we are not any happier than anyone who was before us. Somewhere, the activity that we are doing does not seem to have produced any results. Although so much is being done, still happiness is a basic issue with people. So why hasn't this worked? There are many dimensions to this. First of all, what it means to you right now as you are. Like many people express about being stressed, which a lot of people are. If you ask them why, they will say, my boss. You ask the prime minister of the country, he is stressed. You ask your colleagues, they are stressed. You ask a man on the street, he's also stressed. So which job is there to do in this world? What I'm asking is there any job to be done joyfully in this world? Because it looks like there's none, since everybody is saying that their job is stressful. There is no job in the world which is stressful. You are stressed simply because you don't know how to manage your own systems. That is why you are stressed. Stress is not happening because of a particular situation. Stress is happening because you don't know how to keep your body. You don't know how to keep your mind. You don't know how to keep your emotions. And you don't know how to keep your energies. That is why stress is happening. Now let's look at the mechanics of stress. Whatever happens in the mind, for every fluctuation on the level of the mind, there is a corresponding chemical reaction in the body, always. If you go through a day of tension, let's say today you go through a lot of tension, tomorrow you will notice that your body will become stiff and painful. Have you noticed this? Those of you who practice any kind of hatha yoga or any kind of stretching, you can very clearly see this. Today, your body is very flexible. You go through a lot of tension. Tomorrow, you will notice that your body doesn't bend. it refuses to bend because the muscles have become rigid with acidic impurities in the cells. Now, these acidic impurities go on building up. These deep-rooted tensions become either chemical blocks or chemical deposits in your system, which can ultimately become a disease over a period of time. The word disease means this is, or in other words, your body and your mind are not getting the kind of rest or the kind of ease that they need. Today, medical science is proving to you that most chronic ailments are psychosomatic. You know what that means? The cause of the disease is mostly in the mind. Because whenever there is any kind of agitation on the level of the mind, similar agitated chemical reactions happen in the body. Now, there is a certain fundamental defense system in our physiology, which is known as the fight or flight response. In ancient times, when man lived in nature, the situations he faced in life were quite simple. Or at least, the response that was demanded out of him was quite simple. For example, he's walking through the forest and he comes upon a wild animal, let us say a tiger. The choice about what to do was quite simple because there were only two choices, that is either fight or flight. Either fight the animal or run away from the animal. But today, we have created situations where neither of these responses is possible. You go to your office, your boss walks in and shouts at you. You can neither shout back, nor can you leave your office and run away. So here, neither fight nor flight is possible. When the mind senses any kind of emergency or any kind of stressful situation, it activates the necessary system to release an emergency quota of sugar into the bloodstream. So whenever there is any tension in the mind, now your body is being prepared to perform an intense activity. At this point of time, if you do go through this intense activity, this extra sugar in the blood would be worked out. But in today's life, you live in a constant stream of stressful situations where no physical activity is needed. And this ultimately makes the whole system drive itself much faster than its natural pace. It is just like you're driving your car at 50 miles an hour. The engine's life might be 100,000 miles. If you drive the same car at 100 miles per hour, the engine's life will be considerably reduced. But why is it that under the same stress, one person gets asthma, another person gets diabetes, another person gets blood pressure, another person gets migraines? It is not that the disease is hereditary. The disease itself is not hereditary. It is just that some part or some organ may be inherently weak in you, just as it was in your parents, so you have the same tendency. If your father had diabetes at 50, you may get it at the age of 30 because you are driving your system at a much faster pace than its natural pace. But this whole process can easily be reversed by simply changing the way you experience your life or by moving into an effortless state of being. So do not ever think that your job is stressful. No job is stressful. You are experiencing life in a stressful way means you lost control over your systems. That is all that is. Your interiority is not happening the way you want it to happen. That is all the problem is. Right now, whatever we call engineering, whatever we call management in the world, simply means to create external situations the way we want them. Yes or no? All engineering and all management in the world is just about creating situations the way we want them. We can air condition our home, our office. We have the ability to control the atmosphere just the way we want it. Right now, we are sitting here. Even if the temperature drops to 30 degrees outside, inside, we have the right technology to set just the perfect temperature that our bodies like. So here we are, controlling the atmosphere the way we want it. Okay, we've got some control over the external atmosphere. But what about the inner atmosphere? The inner climate is messy, isn't it? And when the inner climate is messed up, it doesn't matter if you're sitting in an air-conditioned hall. It doesn't mean anything to you. It doesn't mean anything to you because the inner climate is not good. So here, we are looking at the technology of managing the inner climate also. Is it important? Is it very important? Please do comment in the comment section. See all the external situations that you're trying to create for yourself, either through money or family or your career or entertainment or whatever else, are only to have a pleasant inner atmosphere. Yes or no? If the inner atmosphere is not properly managed, whatever external things you have will not mean anything to you. You earned $1 million. It doesn't mean anything to you if the inner climate is not good. So essentially, the quality of your life is not decided by what kind of clothes you wear, what kind of a home you live in, or what kind of a car you have parked outside, but by how peaceful and joyful you are within yourself right now. But have we paid any attention to this in our life? Have we? We are too busy working towards creating a pleasant external atmosphere for ourselves. So much time and energy has been invested in fixing the outside. How much time have you invested in fixing the interior? How much? None, isn't it? And how do you hope to live well? If you are well just by accident, you will always live in the fear of losing it. Most people are well by accident. Someone around them is wonderful, so they're okay. That's not how it should be. If you happen to live in hell, there also you live well. Now it's yours. Yes? Now people are talking about going to the Himalayas or to the peak of the mountains and being peaceful. This is not good. If you can be peaceful in a busy marketplace, if you can be peaceful even in a place which is full of problems, then that is your peace. You go to a busy marketplace, if you can remain peaceful, then that is your peace. In the middle of the traffic, peak traffic, if you can remain peaceful, then that is your peace. If somebody creates peace for you, it is not yours. Maybe you can borrow a little peace for a while, but this will not come with you always. So people are talking about going to the Himalayas and being peaceful. It's not a good thing. Now, fixing this interiority is a very important dimension to which we have not paid any attention. And hoping to be peaceful in a place that is peaceful is not yours, okay? That peace is not yours. So, right now, we are not creating the right atmosphere within ourselves to be peaceful and joyful. We are not paying any attention to the inner atmosphere, and we hope to live well. How do you expect it to work? People have some hope. It just cannot work like that. All of you are successful enough, in your material life at least, to understand that unless you do the right thing, it will not work. Or do you still believe that you can do some foolish thing, say a prayer, and everything will be okay? You know that if you have to be successful in the outside world, you have to do the right thing. Otherwise, it will not work. And what makes you believe it is not true with the internal? Here also, unless you do the right thing, it will not work. Are you okay for a story? On a certain day, a man fell into the septic tank. I want you to visualize and imagine yourself in a situation like this. You fell into the septic tank, right up till here, in filth. He struggled to come out, could not. Then he started screaming, fire, fire, fire. The neighborhood people heard this fire call, so they called the fire department. The fire department came and they looked all over the place. The firemen came and looked all over the place. No fire anywhere. And then they found this man in the septic tank. They pulled him out and then they asked, why were you screaming fire? The man retorted, if I said shit, shit, would you have come? So you have to do the right thing. Otherwise, it will not work. As it is true with the external, it is also true with the internal. Now, what do we mean by doing the right thing? We could do a simple experiment. What we will do next is, you keep your 5 fingers together, palms facing down on your thighs, loosely placed. What we will do next is, with our eyes closed, don't do it yet. When we tell you, with your eyes closed, we will take a few inhalations and exhalations, okay? Deep inhalations and full exhalations. As you are doing this, I will say switch. Whenever I say switch, you turn your palms over so that your palms are facing up. Again, when I say switch, you turn them back to their original position, okay? They must be resting on your thighs. In these 2 positions, the way the air fills up in your lungs will be different. The maximum expansion and contraction will happen in different regions. I just want you to notice this, okay? So please close your eyes and let's do this. Close your eyes and take deep inhalations and exhalations. Please close your eyes. Switch. Switch again. Okay, slowly open your eyes. Do you notice some difference between the 2? Between your palms facing down and your palms facing up. Is there a difference in the way the air fills up into your lungs? If you can please answer in the comments section. What is the difference? If you can write down, what is the difference? Okay, you're saying that there is a difference, but can you specify what is the difference? Someone is saying, I noticed a bit lower expansion when palms are facing down. Okay. When palms are facing down, I feel air in the belly. Yes. Okay. Kritika is saying changes in the abdominal region. Okay. I noticed lower lung region to mid lung region. Yes. So you will notice when the palms are facing down, the maximum expansion and contraction will be in the stomach region. When they are facing up, it is higher up in the chest. Did you notice this? Those of you who did not notice, just close your eyes, take one deep inhalation and exhalation with your palms down, and then turn it over and see. Just try it with one breath. Is it noticeable? Yes? So, just turning your palm over like this, and the very way you breathe is changing. And it is not only about the breath. The very way the life energies function in your system are altering themselves if you just turn your palms over. How many times in a day are you doing this in unawareness? Now, you are setting your life energies in turmoil and hoping to be peaceful. Such things do not happen in the world. Unless you do the right thing, it will not work. It is just like you got into a car, not knowing what these 3 pedals are, and keep kicking them whichever way you like. You know what a kind of jerky driver you will be? But isn't that the way you're handling your life right now? One day, you're a little peaceful. That's supposed to be a great thing. Tomorrow morning, you crash. Isn't that happening all the time? Yes or no? Any little thing can push you off balance. Any little thing can make you lose your happiness. This is simply because you're trying to handle your system accidentally. And this is not only about the body. You look at your mind, look at your energies. Everything is handled like this, accidentally. Now let's examine the mind. Right now, how many of you can hold your right hand like this to the side? Can you do this? Let's see if you can do this. Now, how many of you can do this to the front? Now, how many of you can do this? All of you can do it? Yeah, that's really wonderful. Thank you. So you can do some yoga. See, this much control you have over your body. Yes, you want it here, you can get it here. This you can do, this you can do. Now, you please try the same thing with your mind. You want to put your mind here. Try to hold it here for a moment. It will go there. You want to put it there. It will go somewhere else. You want to put it there. You know where it goes. Now, for almost everything that you're doing in your life, you are using your mind. But with a mind like this, where are you hoping to go? If you have reached anywhere in your life, it must have been an accident. Yes? Now, suppose you get into a car, okay? You get into a vehicle. You want it to go like this. It goes like this. Is it safe to sit in this vehicle? Is it safe to drive this vehicle? Suppose your car becomes like this. You want it to go like this. It goes like this. What's the first thing you want to do with it? It's a question. You can answer in the comment section. Suppose your car or your motorcycle or whatever instrument you're using goes out of control. What is the first thing you want to do with it? Leave the car. Before you leave the car, what's the first thing you want to do with it? Okay, Sridhar, get it under control. It's out of control, Sridhar. It's out of control. There's no way to get it in control. What's the first thing you want to do with it? Fix it. Before fixing it, hit the brakes, okay? Brakes or gear or whatever. First thing is somehow stop it. Yes? A vehicle that's out of control. First thing is somehow stop it. So we just need, right now the same thing is needed with your mind. Right now it is out of control. You wanted to go there. It's not going there. So we just need to stop this for a moment. If you can consciously stop this for one moment, suddenly you will see the mind is a miracle. It can do such incredible things. And please tell me, where is the manufacturing unit of all the anger, stress, anxiety, and any kind of suffering that you are going through in your life? Where's the manufacturing unit? In your office? On the streets? Where's the manufacturing unit? You can answer. I'm asking, where is the manufacturing unit of all the anger, stress, and anxiety? Where within us? In your mind, yes. This mind could have been a ladder to the divine. This mind could have been a source of ecstasy for you. Instead, it has become a source of anxiety. Why? If your own body and your own mind are against you, you better leave, isn't it? If someone is against you, that's okay. Someone will always be against you. What can you do? Yes or no? Once you live in this world, someone will always be against you. Somehow we go on. But if your own body and your own mind are against you, how to live here? There's really no possibility. The same is true with your emotions. They are not happening the way you want them. Energies, you don't even know what is happening with them. Now, if you bring a certain amount of pleasantness to your physical body, we call this health, pleasure. If you bring a certain amount of pleasantness to your mind, we call this peace, joy. If you bring a certain amount of pleasantness to your emotions, we call this love, compassion. If you bring a certain amount of pleasantness to your life energies, we call this blissfulness. Now, are you aspiring to be pleasant or unpleasant? That's what I'm asking. It's a question. Are you aspiring to be pleasant or unpleasant? Pleasant, yes? Of course, pleasantness. In the last 24 hours, how many moments of pleasantness have you known? In the last 24 hours, how many moments of joy, I am asking? How many moments of joy have you known? How many moments of pleasantness in your mind and in your body? How many moments in the last 24 hours? A few. A few, that's all. Very few. None. Okay. No more than 4. 5. Okay. Some of you have nothing to count. 4, 5, maybe, very few, some of you are saying. Now, when you were a child, suppose you were 5 years of age. In 24 hours' time, as a child, how many moments of joy did you know? As a child, how many moments of joy did you know? Most of them, okay. Others can answer as well. As a child, how many moments of joy did you know? Was an out-of-control child with joy? Many of them, okay. Many moments of joy every day, yes. You had many, isn't it? Yes, in your own nature, you were happy. Actually, somebody had to come and make you unhappy. By your own nature, you were naturally happy. If you were unhappy, it was because somebody did something. So as a child, if you had so many moments of joy, by the time you are 30, you should have been ecstatic, yes or no? Because you are spending so much time, energy, money, and above all, the life of every other creature on the planet is being affected by your pursuit of happiness, yes or no? In pursuit of human happiness, every creature on the planet is going through untold suffering. The very life of the planet is being threatened. But if you are not even happy, what is the point? So in the inner engineering program, we teach a powerful Kriya called Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya. The word Kriya means inward process. It takes 21 minutes to do this practice, and we teach it with a few preparatory steps. So the whole thing can take about 30 minutes. This practice can produce very deep and enduring states of relaxation on the level of the body and on the level of the mind. Right now, what is the deepest form of rest that you have experienced in your life? Sleep, isn't it? But you will see the practice that you will learn in inner engineering can relax you much more than sleep, much deeper than sleep. You might already know this. Rest is the basis of all activity. Yes or no? How well you sleep tonight, that effective you will be tomorrow morning. If you don't sleep tonight, tomorrow morning, your effectiveness will be greatly reduced because rest is the basis of all activity. If you are well rested, your activity will become naturally good. This practice can improve your memory and power of concentration by almost 100% within a few weeks of practice. Your sleep quota may come down. It is not that you will become sleepless. It is just that the quality of the sleep will be much deeper. So you will feel much more rested even after sleeping for fewer hours. Your general efficiency and productivity can be enhanced, and chronic ailments like asthma, diabetes, migraines, blood pressure, backaches can be relieved. Sounds like a tall promise. How can inner engineering or yoga give me all these benefits? We've already looked at the chronic ailments. Now about memory and concentration. There's a lot of misunderstanding of what memory and concentration are. Everything that we perceive through our 5 sense organs, every sound, smell, visualization, taste, and touch is always recorded in our mind. Nothing goes unrecorded. Now, memory simply means to pull out the right data at the right time, and that simply depends upon how organized your data library is. Right now, your memory is like this. You walk down the street and you meet an old friend of yours. You remember every aspect about this person, his father's name, where he went to college, when he got married, but there's one thing that you cannot remember. What is it? There's one thing that you cannot remember about this person. What is it? We wait for everybody's answers. His name, of course. You would try to recollect, it's not coming. You struggle hard and end the conversation, and then you go home. There you're sitting, relaxed, and suddenly you remember, oh, that was John Smith. This is not good memory. It is just like you went to a library and you want to find one book. If there are 1 million or 10 million books in a heap, how long will it take you to find a book? You may never find it. But if you go into a well-catalogued library, you can get the book easily. And the same is true with the mind. When the mind has lost its calm, when it is in a disturbed state, whatever it records, it is very difficult to recollect. But when the mind is calm and alert, anything it records, it is very easy to recollect. And the same is true with concentration. The more you try to concentrate, the more your mind tends to go elsewhere. Do you remember your school days, how hard it was to concentrate on your textbooks? You remember? The harder you try, the more the mind tends to go elsewhere. Now, instead of this textbook, let's say you are reading a love story or a crime thriller. Do you concentrate or do you read in a relaxed manner? You must tell me. You are reading a love story. Are you relaxed or do you make an effort to concentrate? You are relaxed and enjoying it, isn't it? Yes? If you have to pass an exam on this, Will you ever fail? No, it's just that you may not be interested in most of the things you are doing. If you are involved in whatever you're doing, naturally, you concentrate well. Let's say you are working 8 hours a day. Please look and see in how many moments you are productive and in how many moments are you preoccupied. Most people are not effective for more than 2 to 3 hours in the specified 8 hours of work. Rest of the time is wasted upon unnecessary fluctuations of the mind and unnecessary movements of the body. But all this can be set right by keeping your body and your mind well rested and by energizing your system with Kriya, which is a powerful and purifying energy technique that incorporates the breath. 21 minutes of Shambhavi Mahamudra, which we teach in the Inner Engineering program, can relax you much more than sleep, much deeper than sleep. But these are all side benefits. They will anyway happen. The purpose of inner engineering and yoga is not to get rid of your sleeplessness, backaches, headaches, migraines, blood pressure, diabetes, and all these things. When you are in yoga, these benefits will anyway happen. So what is the fundamental objective of yoga or inner engineering? Inner engineering is about working to create the right kind of inner situation. Right kind of inner situation can be understood in many different ways. Let us say you lost your peace today. Does it happen to you? Today, if you lose your peace, what will happen? You will first go home, and whoever is at home, your husband, your wife, your children, you yell at them. You do that? You do. If it continues, next day you go and you pick a fight with your neighbor. If it carries on, day after, you go to your office and you yell at your boss. Now, when you first yelled at your husband or wife, people thought it's quite normal. But the moment you start yelling at your boss, everybody knows that you need medical help. So they took you to a doctor. Initially, the doctor tries to talk you out of it, but you won't budge like that. So next thing he does, he pops a pill into you. What is this pill? It's a little bit of chemicals. If you put this little bit of chemicals into you, suddenly you become very peaceful. Maybe not forever, for a short duration, but you do become peaceful, isn't it? That's why people are popping pills. It's working. Maybe in a limited way, but it's working. Or in other words, what you call peace is a certain kind of a chemistry. What you call joy is another kind of a chemistry. What you call ecstasy is another kind of a chemistry. What you call agony is another kind of a chemistry. What you call anxiety is another kind of a chemistry. Fear, anger, stress, different chemical bases to every human experience. So when we say inner engineering, we are talking about creating a certain chemistry within you. It's a certain technology with which you can create a certain type of a chemistry within yourself where being peaceful and joyful is just natural for you. It is not something that you pursue in your life. It is very natural for you to be peaceful and joyful within yourself. Are you interested? So the inner engineering programs are offered nationwide, worldwide actually, but across the United States, it's offered nationwide. And one of the most accessible formats is the Inner Engineering online program, which is a step-by-step experiential process that has been designed by Sadhguru and is offered in 7 online classes, 1.5 hours each, totaling to 10.5 hours. All 7 online classes are with Sadhguru, and they impart practical wisdom, but also powerful guided meditations and simple yogic practices known as Upa Yoga. The word Upa Yoga literally means pre-yoga or sub-yoga, which have tremendous health benefits on the system, and they bring rejuvenation and vibrancy to your entire body and calmness and sharpness to your mind. Now, upon completion of the Inner Engineering online program, you could decide to take your experience a step deeper by attending what is called as Inner Engineering Completion. And this is where we teach the Shambhavi Mahamudra practice. So it's worth mentioning that the Shambhavi Mahamudra practice is not taught in the online program because the nature of the practice is such it cannot be taught online. It requires a committed atmosphere and a certain conducive environment. And it has to be taught in person because it is not just a bundle of instructions. It is transmitted as a live process. So daily practice of Shambhavi Mahamudra can bring tremendous changes to your body, your mind, and your emotions, and can bring an experiential dimension to all the aspects that are offered in the Inner Engineering online program. We are very fortunate that Sadhguru is offering the Inner Engineering Completion program himself in person in the United States this spring. He's offering the program in Los Angeles at the Los Angeles Convention Center on 30 and 31st of March 2019, and in Philadelphia at the Philadelphia Convention Center on 27 and 28th April 2019. So if you have been considering taking the step of Inner Engineering, this is a wonderful opportunity to do the program with Sadhguru himself in person. Being with Sadhguru in person can bring every individual to their natural state of joy, and is a wonderful opportunity to get many of your questions answered. So these two programs are happening. Of course, if you want to attend the programs with Sadhguru, the completion of the Inner Engineering online program is a mandatory prerequisite. So you must complete all the 7 online classes. The 7 online classes can easily be completed in the space of 7 days if you allocate 1.5 hours every day. So today it's the 12th. There's still 18 days till the LA program, and a month and a half till the Philadelphia program. So it's ample time to complete the online program if you wish to attend the program with Sadhguru. If you are not able to attend the program with Sadhguru, various programs are also offered nationwide. And there is one more format of Inner Engineering, which is called Inner Engineering Total, offered by trained Isha Yoga instructors, which includes both the aspects of Inner Engineering online and the Shambhavi Mahamudra practice, and is offered in a 4-day program. So worth mentioning that the LA programs with Sadhguru and the Philadelphia program with Sadhguru are the only 2 programs which will be offered on the East and West coasts of the United States for 2019. So Sadhguru will not be offering these programs again in 2019, respectively on the West and on the East coasts. So if you have any questions, we can open the floor for questions. You could post them in the comments section. Okay. Mehar is asking if there are any discounts. So yes, worth mentioning a few aspects regarding this. So at this point, we are at the discounted fee for the program up until 20th of March, where the early bird discount expires. Also for all the attendees of this webinar, we are offering a promo code. So the promo code is Bliss Now 5. Okay, the promo code is Bliss Now 5. If I may ask the support team to post the promo code on the chat also, so you can have it in writing, and you can avail $100 discount on the program, and it's valid for the next 3 days. So that's one aspect. But also, if there are any individuals who are really eager to do the program and for whom finance is a genuine obstacle, we do have hardship discounts available. So you can apply for a hardship discount and it will be considered. And we do also have student discounts and group discounts available. So all this information is available on innerengineering.com/Sadhguru Live. innerengineering.com/Sadhguru Live. You can also email our support team. The email ID is iecsupport@ishausa.org. iecsupport@ishausa.org. So if I can ask the Inner Engineering team to post these in writing in the comments section, so you have a reference to it. Another question is the online course offered by Sadhguru himself? Yes, all the 7 online sessions are with Sadhguru. So these are not live sessions, okay? I have to mention that the online course are not live sessions. They are all offered by Sadhguru, and you can complete them in your own space, in your own time. But before you attend the completion programs, if you wish to attend the completion programs, you have to complete the 7 online classes. Does kids of age 15 years have to do the online program or directly attend the Sadhguru program? Everybody who wants to attend the program with Sadhguru, the weekend program, including children, worth mentioning that children have to be over 15 years of age to attend. Everybody have to complete the Inner Engineering online program. Seniors discount, yes, seniors discount are also available. Can we finish the online program in 1 day if you wish? If you wish, you can. We've had people who found out about the program with Sadhguru the night before, and they finished the online program in 1 day. That's possible. But now that you know about the online program way in advance, it is good to give yourself this time. You could do 1 class every day. If you want to do 2 classes every day, that's also fine. But it's good also to keep, some time between 1 class and the next class. So 1 class a day is a good pace. Once you do the online program, you will see why it is supportive. But it can be completed at your own pace. It's up to you how fast or how slow you want to complete it. But you have, the moment you register for the Inner Engineering online program, you have a 1 month time frame to complete it. So you must complete it within this 1 month time frame. There is a question about volunteering. Where can I volunteer for the Shambhavi in LA? So we have the volunteer registration link. It was sent by email to everyone. Right now, the volunteer registration online is closed, but you can still email la@ishausa.org and we can support you if you want to register as a volunteer. Worth mentioning that volunteering registration is only open for those who have already learned Shambhavi Mahamudra. Do I need to do the program with Sadhguru only? No, you can do the program with Sadhguru, or you could do it with a trained Isha yoga instructor. Sadhguru has ensured that the quality of the programs that are offered by trained instructors are not compromised in any way. And even if trained instructors are facilitating the program on so many levels, it is happening still through Sadhguru because he's the one who has designed every aspect of the program. So now that Sadhguru is here, it's a wonderful opportunity to do the program with him. But if you're not able to do that, we do have programs with trained instructors that are very impactful. Any plans for Mexico someday, some year? Worldwide, in the last 35 years, Isha has grown, and Isha Yoga programs have been offered in new city centers only because of volunteers who wanted to make it happen. So if there is a group of dedicated volunteers in any city, not only in Mexico, and sufficient volunteer support and sufficient demand to bring the program to that city, we are willing to go anywhere. What Isha is offering is beyond cultural or geographic divide. We are willing to offer this to anyone who wants to receive it. But now that the Inner Engineering is available online, you can attend it from anywhere, even from Mexico. So Inner Engineering online is a wonderful step to start with. So there's a question, I need inner engineering classroom training. Is that possible? I don't understand the question. Maybe if you could reword it in a way that I can understand it. When will inner engineering come to Washington, D.C.? Actually, we do have inner engineering programs in Washington, D.C. conducted by trained Isha Yoga instructors. When will Sadhguru offer an inner engineering program in Washington, D.C.? We don't know. So Philadelphia is the closest city to you to attend the program with Sadhguru at this point. Will Sadhguru offer this program anywhere else? I'm not in the USA, I'm eager to meet him. So Sadhguru is also offering the Shambhavi program in London on 20th and 21st of April 2019. We don't know where and when he will offer programs based on his schedule and availability. We attempt to schedule these programs in various cities worldwide, but we don't know when the next program is scheduled. However, if you go to our website, isha.sadhguru.org, and if you go into the meet item on the menu, Sadhguru's schedule is posted there, so you can see where programs are happening and events are happening nationwide. There is a question how to access registration for 7 classes. So there are 2 ways to do that. You can either register for inner engineering online alone on the website innerengineering.com. Okay, innerengineering.com. All the registration instructions are mentioned there. So you can register for the online program alone. However, if you want to attend the program with Sadhguru, you can also register for both programs at the same time. So you can register for the online program plus the weekend program as a package. And this is on innerengineering.com/Sadhguru Life. The online course in Spanish, is it with subtitles or with Spanish voice? It's Spanish subtitles, okay? So the Inner Engineering online program is available with Spanish subtitles. Okay, instead of the online program, I want to do the program in person. Where can I come to your place and take it? So we have programs that happen nationwide. Depending on which city you are in, we can direct you to the closest center to you. So if you can email iecsupport@ishausa.org, you can mention which city you're in, and we can provide guidance as to what is the nearest program to you. Does the program include hotel amount? No, since the program is non-residential, it does not include the hotel amount. So there are people locally from LA who are attending the program, and there are people who are traveling. However, we do have a section on the website that includes all the hotel information. We have worked a special discounted price with a nearby hotel. So we have posted all the hotel information on our website, which is innerengineering.com, Sadhguru Life. So the volunteers have posted the link for the travel and hotel information in the comments section, so you can access the hotel information directly. There's a question, I did inner engineering in 2017, but then I didn't continue doing Shambhavi for a long period of time. Should I get initiated again to inner engineering? There is no need to get initiated again into Shambhavi. Okay, once you get initiated into Shambhavi, it is there with you. Okay, but if you want to be in that space, if you want to refresh the experience of inner engineering within yourself, you are welcome to come to the program again as a participant. It's a wonderful way to sit with Sadhguru once again, or you could also come as a volunteer. Okay. It is not mandatory, but it is something that you could do, you know, for that extra support that you may need. Mehar, does this really work? Good question. Mehar, I can only speak about my own experience. I am a full-time volunteer with the foundation, and I'm doing this only because it has transformed my life. Otherwise, there's no point, in doing this on a voluntary basis. It has worked for me. When I first got into the program, I wasn't looking for yoga. I wasn't looking for anything. I had everything I wanted. I was 21 years of age, and I had a very successful career ahead of me. And I only attended the program because my sister told me about it, and she insisted very strongly that I sit through the program. She told me there is something in there for you, and you have to go through it. So I sat through the program without any expectation, not knowing what I will get out of it, not knowing what I will learn in it. And I left the program in tears because for me it felt that for 21 years, I was looking for something. I didn't know what it was, but through these 2 days, I had put my finger on something which was very precious, and I didn't want to let it go. And I just kept the practice, not expecting any results. And what it has done to me physically and mentally is nothing short of miraculous. The way my health changed, the way my vitality changed, the level of energies I had, my performance, my creativity changed in a wonderful way. And it became a very natural step to begin volunteering for the programs. And I took the step of becoming a full-time volunteer. I went through a training to be able to facilitate the programs and support in bringing these tools to more people. And not only have I been able to enjoy the benefits of the practice myself, but for the last 12 years, I have witnessed the transformation it has brought to thousands and millions of people. We are not interested in doing something that doesn't work. So, and that's why we're here, because it works. The only way to really know is to put it into your life and see, Do words hurt? If inner engineering is done properly, can your words still hurt? I don't quite understand the question, and it would be best if we keep the questions, to find out more about inner engineering, what is offered there, any questions which are personal in nature to you. There is a very large resource online on YouTube where Sadhguru has spoke about every aspect of life, and I'm sure he would have addressed this question. What is the best way for a participant to be so that he receives the best out of the program? So if you really want to make best use of the program, one aspect is you come to the program fresh, okay? You might have heard many things about meditation. You might have read many things about meditation. You might have practiced other systems of meditation. You leave all that aside and you just come fresh to the program. Don't bring any preconceived ideas about spirituality or yoga or meditation with you. That's one aspect. Another aspect is when you sit through the program, whether it's the online program or the completion program, you sit there being actively involved. Okay, this is something that can only happen with your 100% involvement. Because passive observers will not know what is happening in inner engineering because it is an experiential process. It is about you. If it was about somebody else, you could watch it. But this is not about someone else. It's about you. And what is happening in someone else, you never know. Do you know? You never know. So inner engineering requires your active 100% involvement. That's the best way to go through it. See, anything that is currently not in your experience cannot be understood. Okay? It doesn't matter how simple it is. It doesn't matter how much I speak about it. You will not know what it is unless it comes into your experience. So the fundamental distinction about inner sciences or subjective sciences or yoga is that first you take the step, experience it, and then you will understand. Okay? Not the other way around. With objective sciences, first you understand, and then you do, and then whatever has to happen will anyway happen. But it is not like that for inner engineering. It doesn't work like that. First, you take the step, experience it, and then you will understand. Otherwise, there is no way you can understand. And the simple distinction between objective sciences and subjective sciences is the reason why people are so confused about spirituality. They try approaching it the way they would do something objectively, and this is why it seems to be so far away. That's why the inner science seems to be so difficult and unapproachable. It is not. It is just that you have to do the right thing. Your logical mind is not sufficient to grasp this. You have to open up your experiential possibility. Only then you can grasp this. So don't go to the program with a notebook and a pen, okay? Don't try to write down. Don't try to understand. You simply sit there with total involvement, okay? That's the best way to receive it. For the online course, running video, can we do stop or see again if some doubt is there? So in the online course, there is no rewind option, okay? The rewind option is only for 30 seconds because we want you to be actively involved in the course. It's like sitting in an in-person program. We are creating the same experience online. So, however, once you complete the online course, and once you go through inner engineering, when programs happen in the city, you're always welcome to come and volunteer for the programs and go through the programs once again. You can also opt to go through the inner engineering course once again from the start, but you cannot rewind. So it's important that when you sit through the online course, you create a dedicated time and you sit there 100%. Okay. How will this program bring me happiness? I have always understood if I achieve something or help someone else, only then happiness comes. So this is what we were saying initially, that every human being has come with a certain amount of happiness, okay? Every child has come to this world with a certain amount of happiness. Somewhere in this process, this has been lost. So whether it's happiness, whether it's peace, whether it's anger, whether it's anxiety, it's a certain inner chemistry. So when we talk about inner engineering, it's a certain technology where using the breath, using the Kriya, and using other tools provided in the program, you can create a certain chemistry within you, which is a chemistry of joy, a chemistry of blissfulness. Okay? There's a whole technology, there's a whole science behind this, which is offered in the program and which millions of participants have been able to experience. Is there support for someone with arthritis? Yes. So everybody can attend the program, irrespective of old age. So anybody who's over 15 years of age can attend the program. There is no upper age limit for the program on one hand, and there is no specific physical requirements. So you need not have any past experience of yoga or any specific physical flexibility. No matter what physical condition you're in, you can still come and sit for the program. The practice part of the program is done sitting on the floor. However, if you have physical restrictions that you cannot sit on the floor, chairs will be available, and there will be a seating section for anybody who might have physical struggles, where trained volunteers will be available to support you. Okay, so it is our endeavor to make this program available and accessible to everyone, irrespective of their physical condition. Okay, it looks like there are no more questions. So I would like to acknowledge everyone, all of you, for taking the time and being here. And if you have more questions about the program, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. There is a team of volunteers who's available to support you at any time. Someone is asking about the promo code again. So it's BLISSNOW5, okay? BLISSNOW5. The team will again post the promo code and the website links in the comment section so you can review it. Okay, I will just remind the program timings once again. So the Inner Engineering Completion Program with Sadhguru is on 31st of March 2019 at the Los Angeles Convention Center, and April 27-28 at the Philadelphia Convention Center. If you're planning to attend, please make sure you complete all the 7 online classes. It's a very important preparation for the program. The timings of the program: Saturday is 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and lunch will be provided. Please make sure you have breakfast before you come. And on Sunday, it's from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and brunch will also be provided. Okay. So thank you very much once again for your time, and we hope that we will see you at any of the inner engineering programs. If you wish to find out more about Isha Foundation and Sadhguru, you can visit the inner engineering website. You can visit our global website, isha.sadhguru.org, and you can also download the Isha Sadhguru app. So it's Isha Sadhguru app, available on the App Store, Apple Store, but also on for Android, where all resources about Isha are available, including free guided meditations as well. Thank you very much.